Hey, Monica, did you know it's now even easier to listen to Around the Hay Bale podcast?
What? Really? How easy?
That's right. All you have to do is say, Alexa, play Round the Hay Bale podcast.
Playing Round the Hay Bale podcast on Apple Music.
Ooh, we're really fancy now.
Tune in to Round the Hay Bale every Monday at 9 a.m. Central Time.
Grab a cup of joe and let's gather round that hay bale. With your hosts, Ann from Andale Homestead, Cayce from Ormsby Farms, Monica from Bland's Promised Land Ranch. Here they are. Hey, Yall Hey.
Hey, y'all. Hey, I'm Ann with Andale Homestead.
Hello, everyone. It is Cayce over at Ormsby Farms.
I'm Monica from Bland's Promised Land Ranch.
And if you're listening to us on any of the podcast apps, but you would like to see our faces, head on over to our YouTube channel, Round the Hay Bale. And you can like and comment. We love having interaction with you. We read all those great comments, and it also helps our algorithms with YouTube and let people find out more information through here. You can check our LinkTree link down below, and it'll take you over to our social media links and click on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe. And now for today's episode, Monica, what in the world are we talking about today?
Okay, so we're talking about homemade soaps. Whether you're talking about laundry detergent or hand soaps or body soaps, whatever it is, maybe even dishwasher soaps, whatever it is, we're talking about homemade soaps. And the reason why is because this can be really important in your family. I know, for instance, we've talked off camera here, and Miss Ann is really sensitive to a lot of those scents. And I know for Cayce and I, we have people in our household that love the scents, even though it may affect our bodies differently. So it's just such an important thing. Maybe you have autoimmune disorders. Maybe you have issues with getting headaches or whatever it is. This is one way. Making your own homemade soaps is one way that you can start to cut cost for your household, but also to be able to cut some of that junk that might be affecting your body. So start thinking about the things that you can do to change in your home. And they make great gifts too. So maybe you're coming off of one of our holiday episodes where you heard about gifts or gift giving. You can give these as gifts. So Cayce, I know you want to start us off. I'm going to start you off because I think you have some really good recipes. And I'm excited to kind of see all the different things that we come up with. So what do you got for us?
Well, I have to say also that gifts, because last week we talked about last minute gift ideas, right? This really is one of those, if you haven't already prepped, grab and a great little gift to give to a family member or give to a friend or anybody. But now where we don't make 100% of our soaps here, my goal for next year is to start doing that. Now, I think we should talk about laundry soap first, because I think all of us have done laundry soap before. One thing, and one of the reasons why I personally, Cayce at Ormsby Farm, like to do homemade laundry detergent is because we have really hard well water. If I don't have a scent or if I don't have a good detergent, let me tell you, it smells really soiled and kind of gross. And I'm already a big boy anyway, so we don't need people talking about the big boy smelling out in public, okay? So, and it's a lot easier than people would think. With it,
Right.
What is it? Only like, it's like 4 ingredients. Now, I will say that I do use the scent beads that you can buy at the store, the Downy or the Unstoppables, whatever. We are going to talk about some different options in a couple minutes, but I will say I'm trying to look at my recipe, and I think it's 4, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, mine is 4 only because I use those scent beads.
Okay.
What about y'all? How many ingredients are in y'all's?
Well, I have, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 ingredients in mine, but it does not include those scent balls because I am so allergic to them. I mean, even a scented trash bag in my house sends me into a tizzy. So any kind of scented candles or soaps or laundry detergent. And I mean, just a couple of weeks ago, my son and daughter-in-law and the girls went down to the beach and they forgot to bring their own homemade laundry detergent. They all broke out in rashes because they used what was at the house for a week. So they're on all kinds of trying to get herbs and things in their bodies to get the itchy rashes gone. And it was just from washing their clothes in a different laundry detergent. But I do have, it's so easy. And I do have some things that I did of those of you that come to Round the Hay Bale and our own personal channels, as far as Ormsby Farms, Bland's Promised Land Ranch, and Andale Homestead, all on YouTube. Then you'll be able to see these ingredients. I start off with some baking soda, and then you get some borax, and then we have the Arm & Hammer soap. That's the dishwashing soap. And we have the other bar of soap that I seem to have misplaced, but I have another one. And this is the Fleece Naphtha, which is weird for me to say. How do you say that, Monica?
I said Fells Naphtha. Is that how you say it? Fells Naphtha?
We're all so Southern. We about Southern as a biscuit. We talk
said
about
Fells
Fells
Naphtha.
Naphtha.
Fells Naphtha or Zote. Zote is another one.
Right. And
They're really good. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, maybe in the description we can put the recipe, some of these recipes that we're going to be talking about today.
Absolutely.
And in just a second, I want you to finish your thought there, Monica. But I did want to share that, yes, this is a bar of soap that you can use on a cheese grater. I've been told if you're using this on a cheese grater, put it in the microwave because it poofs up like a cloud. And then when you grate it on a cheese grater, it's just like super duper easy, not any problem at all. So stick it in the microwave before you grate it. And they have started selling these that are already chipped up. They have just the little soap chips in the stores for us now. So next time I buy some, that's what I'm going to get, the ones that are already done. And Monica, there's a Zote that you can use also for laundry detergent.
Yeah. So the Zote or the Fells Naphtha, both of those laundry bars are super great. Like, I don't know if anybody has ever had kids play baseball and they a lot of times when you're playing baseball, and in Texas, they like to say, you know what, let's get the white pants for that red clay dirt that you're sliding in.
Absolutely.
We'll get these white pants and they will slide in that dirt. And then they're like, don't forget, you're having a game tomorrow. After you practice in those white pants all day. And so those laundry bars are phenomenal because you can actually if you keep an extra bar as a stain remover. And this is why I love it for laundry detergent, because I know it takes a red clay stain out of a white pair of baseball pants. I use it on all the baseball pants for years, gray, white, all those light color baseball pants. You actually wet the pants or wet the stain, rub it into that stain. You just rub it in like a bar. And I actually just peel a part of the paper off the top and I keep it as a stain bar. Now, if you have to be careful, you don't want to do on every item of clothing that you have. But if you need a very nice, neutral, low scent stain stick, it's another thing right there. It's a great one of those stain sticks. They have the Tide stain sticks.
Right. Yeah.
Use your laundry bar. It's just rub it in.
Idea.
Right.
Which is why I know it would work as soap. I've used it as my laundry detergent as well. You shave it down, I've done the exact same recipe Miss Andale does. Now, you can do that as a liquid detergent, or you can make it as a dry detergent. I've only used the dry. Have you only used the liquid, Miss Ann, or have you done both?
I've only made the liquid so far.
Okay.
I am planning on only making the dry this time.
Okay.
What I did was last year for Christmas for the kids, I made gallons, like 4 gallons in the gallon jugs with the little squirt handles on top. I ordered those and gave them to my kids as a family gift which, laundry detergent is a family gift, but they loved it.
Great.
And, but they did have to add some vinegar in there, and they like the scented stuff. Now, Cayce, you were talking about the scented stuff, and we were talking about a recipe for that as well. And so, Monica, do you have a recipe for those little scented balls that you can buy?
Okay,
I'm
so
like, spoiler alert, y'all. Y'all need to tune in. If you're listening, come over. See how
yeah.
excited our face is for this.
Yes.
Okay.
So, Cayce, so those scent beads, first of all, they can be expensive, but you can totally pick them up at the Dollar Tree and they can be cheap. But Cayce, you put the scent beads in your homemade soap, correct? So
Correct.
you have an extra ingredient besides what she showed you, right?
Mine is just the borax, the washing powder, the shaved soap, and the scented beads. And I keep it dry. So I
Okay.
mix it up in like a 5-gallon bucket and then have a
Okay.
scoop.
So you
Okay.
don't use the baking soda.
Which is such a great idea. I'm putting that in
Just
my
a little
mind.
added cleaner. Yeah.
Well, because
Yeah.
it keeps everything clean. You put it in your fridge or your pantry or your freezer, and it keeps it fresh. But if I don't have to spend this, because I'll tell you, making your own laundry detergent is cheaper.
It
The
is.
beads are ridiculous. I mean,
Yeah.
you're looking at like $28 for, I think it's the biggest of the scented beads,
Mm,
and you get 2 of those for what the size that I make. Um,
right.
so right there, you're looking at almost $60 for just the smelly.
Just the
Yeah.
And
smell.
now we're going to talk about how we can even
How to
cut
make
that
it.
down.
Okay, so baking soda. Baking soda is a thing you're going to see in a lot of like soaps and stuff because
Yeah.
baking soda is actually a neutralizer. It's an odor neutralizer. So you're going
Right.
to pull out the stinky stuff, and that's going to help get rid of that stinky. When you make your scent beads or your scented scent that you want to put in, the best part about this is it's literally like 3 ingredients. Okay,
All right.
Epsom salt, baking soda, and essential oils. Okay. Now, people
Okay.
have said that Epsom salts, you're kind of nervous about putting salt in your washer. But remember, Epsom salts it's not like regular table salt. Okay. Epsom salt actually can help remove laundry detergent buildup from your clothing.
It's not harmful.
It's
Yeah.
not harmful. The Epsom salt actually will help brighten your clothes. It
Yeah.
will help strip your laundry from the detergent buildup from other laundry detergent you may have used because Epsom salt is actually magnesium sulfate. It's a
Right.
natural water softener, Cayce. So by putting Epsom salts
Yeah.
Epsom salt in your laundry, it's going to now soften that hard water, which is already a problem for you, which is also why you use the scent beads.
Right.
So, are you ready for this? Epsom salt. Here's what you do. You take 3 cups of your Epsom salt, throw it in a little container. You're going to take 1 cup of your baking soda, mix it
Okay.
around. And as you mix it around, you're going to put whatever combination of essential oils you want. You can maybe choose the clean scents. They actually have scents that have no scents. They're kind of called purify or
Yep.
purification, whatever it is from whatever brand you got.
Mhm.
You can do a mild scent like lavender, whatever it is. You're going to stir all of it together and you're going to add 1 or 2 tablespoons per load. Add it directly to the drum. And there you go. Super easy. Super easy. Let it start to dissolve in your water and go from there. Now, I do have a list, and we can always put that list up on your.
Now, Monica, with that, would you be able to like with my recipe, I mix the scent beads in with all the dry ingredients because the essential oil is there. I wonder if you can add those or they need to be separate.
You could, I would say that because what's going to happen is that the essential oils are going to bind to that baking soda.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So that's where it's going to bind. That's what you want it to bind up in that baking soda so that it doesn't get in your clothes. Because some people have said, I've read, because I've been reading up on this because I really want to try this, that, and if you want to try it, but you're a little nervous, try it with your towels first or your sheets or something. Because one, you're going to know you're going to know if you can, first of all, if it bleeds oils onto your fabrics, you're going to see it. And most people could care less if a couple of their towels have a little bit of oil spots. And then you're saying, okay, I need to back off on the amount of oil I'm using, or I need to change things up. But I would think you might be able to add it directly to your laundry detergent. I've heard of people adding oils directly to their laundry detergent. But I would 100% try the Epsom salt with your detergent as well. But I mean, if you think about it, having a separate container so that you can add a little bit more scent to some of those super stinky loads versus a little less scent, especially if you have small children in your house. I mean, you may not want to add this to the baby's laundry, but you could even add Epsom salt and baking soda to the normal laundry without adding that scent. You know,
Mhm.
that's the thing. You can take the oil, reject the oil if you want, and just go ahead and put the baking soda in like Miss Ann has, and
Right.
then add that Epsom salt in. The Epsom salt is going to soften that hard water, which will help bind some of it'll help get some of that old detergent out of your laundry, which is probably what's causing laundry to stink. If your laundry does smell bad or have that weird smell, it's all
Right.
the old detergent that's still left in your, so you're stripping your laundry a little bit, and it's actually going to brighten your colors. And so I think Epsom salt's really going to be the key in keeping that laundry fresh and clean. But you can actually do different blends. So maybe you like the smell of fresh stuff. You can do lavender and citrus. I mean, lavender and eucalyptus. You can do wild orange and peppermint scents. I mean, you can do some small floral scents. You can do the fir and all the different scents depending on the seasons. So that's one of those things that could be a great gift too.
You just spoke my language because I
Yes.
have to say I am the bougie one of the three of us. If you haven't already noticed, that I even change my coffee creamer with the seasons.
So
Like
you can make holiday scented clothing.
holiday
Right there.
scented clothing, you can smell like a Christmas tree.
Oh my gracious.
This is wonderful, and it's
Just
so exciting.
It is, but just make sure that when you purchase your oils, okay, it's just super important to make sure you purchase your oils that are going to be for your laundry. You're looking at quality and you're making sure you're buying things that are good quality and that you trust. Because
Yeah.
if you're putting junk into your laundry stuff, you're going to get junk on your body and it's not going to be worth it. And if you do it and it doesn't really work for you, try it a little bit, tweak it a little bit. Don't give up. Because
Right.
it may just be one of those things that you need to just play around with some ratios a little bit more, maybe for your water or for your system or whatever you're doing for your family.
Because
Well,
it
and I
is
think also with
Yeah.
the oils, I mean, because we're going to be talking about essential oils for a lot of these recipes that we're going to be talking
Yeah.
today. I think we should go around. Do each one of us have an essential oil company that we recommend? I know for me and probably Monica, can't remember. I don't think Miss Ann was here when we had the doTERRA rep on.
No.
I love doTERRA. They're great quality essential oils.
Yeah.
Is that yours too, Monica?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a rep technically because I get a good discount. So I have a monthly subscription. So I stay as a wellness advocate or whatever. I don't know. I've been doing it. I've been a wellness advocate for 5 years because for
That's
me,
awesome.
it pays for itself because I get reward points because I order stuff for my family. And I just recently, with my new married son, I just gifted them a whole handful of oils that they can use in their house because I use it for everything. So that's my favorite, but there's definitely other good companies out there that you can use. So, and do you use a specific type of oil?
Because of the scents, I really don't get essential oils.
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't. And because for such a long time and a number of years, my allergies would go so crazy
Mhm.
and I would be sick. So I didn't get anything scented, nothing, even at the door. It's the sniff test with the grandchildren. If they come in with scented lotion on, they have to come and wash their hands, which is crazy and silly, but it is one of those things. But I am interested I have had a friend of mine that makes some soap with honey and turmeric and those
Mhm.
types of things. And it's such a soft,
Yes.
clean, not doesn't burn your nostrils type of scent that I really like it. And so if I could find some essential oils that are soft and clean smelling,
Mhm.
I'll be fine.
Yeah.
I can't do the floral or the
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
And
not a floral one.
Yeah.
anyways.
Well, there is another one too that I've used before. It's Eden's Garden. It's a lower cost. I will say I like doTERRA very much across the board. It's one of the cleanest ones I've seen. I've researched a little bit of that. And but I will say that I have used Eden's Garden. It is a lower cost, just making sure that you get you're getting. It's going to be a little easier for your pocketbook if you're looking for quality. That's
And
still
also, we will leave Monica's information down below if you want to go and order you some doTERRA.
Yeah.
doTERRA. We talked about this in the episode. I always say
Doe, a deer, a female deer. That's what they said. So it's doTERRA, not doTERRA. I call it doTERRA, but
I'm Southern, doTERRA. But there's to find the perfect essential oil for you. There's great little sample kits. I do know that, and
Yeah.
Monica spoiled me one time when she came and visited and brought me different scents to try. And so
Awesome.
I will leave the link down below for Monica. It doesn't cost you anymore. It just gives Monica a little boost and tells Doa Dear Tara that, that you came from her. So we'll put that down below. But okay, now that we're talking essential oils, let's go into the next washing machine, which is your dishwasher. And y'all, this will probably be a little bit longer than 30 minutes, not too much longer, but we just have so much information.
Okay,
so
let's hear it.
Yay.
I have not personally, and I've wanted to try this, but I have not yet tried this one. I have recipes for both powder and pod. Now I wasn't as prepared as Miss Ann and brought props, but I did upload pictures.
That's even better. Look at there.
Aren't these adorable? Look at those. And
so
these
cute.
are pods for your dishwasher. Because listen, just like you don't want all those chemicals on your skin, you don't want a lot of chemicals on your dishes that you eat food off, that your food goes in your body. So simple recipes, same kind of thing. It's like maybe 4 ingredients. The powdered dish detergent is that washing soda that we talked before. So you already have it because of your laundry detergent. It's your borax. Okay. Now, the different ones from that is citric acid powder.
Okay.
Now, I have citric acid because I make cheese and I make bath bombs. So citric acid is a good thing to have. It's relatively cheap. You can buy a big bag on the Amazon.
Is there something about citric acid in some canning stuff? Seems to me.
There it is too. It's for your tomatoes. I knew I had it for another reason.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure I have some of that on the top.
I think I do too, now that you say it. How much citric acid would go into one of these recipes?
So all of this is going to be a cup. So a cup of the washing soda, a cup of the borax, a cup of the citric acid.
Oh, okay.
It says a cup of lemon juice and a cup of kosher salt is what is in this recipe for the powdered dish detergent. Now, I have never used powder detergent in my dishwasher. I've always used pods. So I honestly can't even say that I know how to put a powdered detergent in the dishwasher. So one of my beautiful co-hosts may have to jump in on how much you normally put. Have y'all used powder dish detergent before? Or has it always been?
You just fill up the cup. Look at Miss Ann. She's like, nope, I'm out. Yeah, you just fill
I don't have a dishwasher. I've never had a dishwasher.
So they have this.
I use it at the kids' house.
Yeah, this little thing that pops open and you fill it up and then you close it and then you shut it. And then half of the time it opens up when it's supposed to and it dribbles down the side and it doesn't get any of your stuff clean. Or you're like me and you just take the pod and you just toss it into the bottom of your dishwasher and close it and go, peace out.
Well, just where you put the pod is exactly where you put the powder.
Okay, see, I'm sure we're going to have some wonderful comments on me not knowing.
Wherever you pour the liquid, wherever you pour the powder, that's where you put your pod.
Yeah.
But my pod doesn't fall out. It sticks to the inside of it. So I never put my pod there. I just throw my pod in the bottom and I call it even.
Well, I'll have to say that I'm sure we'll get some comments on this of how long it will last. I know laundry detergent wise that it has still stayed good for up to a year. I don't know about y'all.
Even more. Yeah. I mean,
they say online that all the rest of these soaps that we're going to talk about, the hand soap, the pod, and even I'm going to talk about shampoo, is all a year. A year is kind of your if you use it regularly, if you're washing, then it should be good as much as you use it. So
now, I'm curious, Cayce, does the recipe that you have that you're looking at or you're seeing, does it show you molds for the pods? Because
it does. It's silicone or Dollar Tree ice cube trays.
Ice cube trays.
Yeah, ice cube trays would work.
It's a website, and I can't remember if it's mom, the letter 4 or the number 4 real.com. I'll leave it in the show notes.
Okay. So because I would be very interested in making some of those for the kids. My kids have dishwashers. I just,
I am totally making these.
Well, I'm super excited to try this. And now the pod recipe was a little bit different. And I'm trying to open it right now. And of course, my computer is acting really fun.
I see it right here. I see it right here.
Okay,
It's
so
Actually,
a cup of baking soda,
yep.
a fourth a cup of citric acid. Okay,
Mhm.
we still have those from the powder, and then a tablespoon of liquid liquid soap. Now we're
Any
going to talk
brand.
about liquid soap, any brand. We're also going to talk about some homemade ones. And you mix it together, you put it in an ice cube tray and let it sit until it dries. And then you pop her out and you put it in an airtight container. I mean, those are clean ingredients right there. Now, if you buy store-bought dish liquid stuff, not so much, but we're going to talk about, liquid soap. But I mean, that's clean. I am okay having baking soda and citric acid cleaning my dishes and knowing that my family is going to be eating off of it.
Well, if you're going to hand wash anyway, and you're using the Palmolive or Dawn or whatever's out there, because I know, for instance, Dawn, that blue stuff that everybody buys, it irritates my daughter's eczema on her hands, so she cannot use it. So we buy Palmolive now because, back in the day they used to dip their fingers in Palmolive. That was the commercial.
Yes.
But needless to say, that's what we use. And so, but this is you only have to let the mold sit for 4 hours and it'll harden.
Yeah. And
What?
It's crazy, y'all. It's
We
literally
are making these.
I so want to make that. I
now,
really
I think a lot of us, y'all know we pre-shoot our episodes if you're coming to listen to us. All three of us more than likely may have a short or something out on these by the time that you're listening, because I think we'll be coming out in December with this episodes. I never look at my schedule, but I think that we're in December now.
Yeah.
But how easy. And then to talk about liquid hand soap, I'm going to call my mother out and I'm going to make her listen to this episode to get called out, because I didn't call her out on the laundry detergent. I'm going to let Monica call out her husband for that. But for liquid soap, my mom's a Dawn girl. She's always been a Dawn girl. Okay.
Yeah.
She likes it because of the antibacterial property of it. Now, does anybody know an antibacterial essential oil or oil that could be used that would make it antibacterial?
Yeah, I mean, you've got
Oregano.
oregano. You've also got tea tree. I believe tea tree, Maluka. Yeah, there's plenty of.
So when you're making this homemade liquid soap, and I'm going to read you out this because again, I have not made liquid. I've made bar soap, but liquid soap is a half a cup of liquid Castile soap. It is a half a cup of distilled water. And then you want a carrier oil, olive oil, jojoba, almond, those kind of one. That's a tablespoon. And then you want a tablespoon of vitamin E oil. And then you want your essential oils, whatever essential oils to make it smell. That's when you add in some of those oregano oil. You don't have to add any of the smelly. And then that's your antibacterial right there. That is all natural. And I'm not saying, let me just start off by saying this. I'm not saying that Dawn is bad for you. I'm not saying that Dawn is a bad company. Monica May, I'm just putting it out there.
I mean, I don't know. My daughter's hands break out when she uses it. So, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
But adding in that tea tree or that oregano is going to make it antibacterial. Same thing when you make bar soap. Whether it's a body bar soap, you add in a tablespoon, is what I usually do a batch, of the oregano oil. You have antibacterial soap right there for your hands to get all the germy stuff.
I made my own oregano oil, so that'll be good. Soaking the oregano in. This is grapeseed oil, and I soaked it in the jars. I have it in a bag that's inside a jar of grapeseed oil, so you can make your own oils as well.
And then you have antibacterial, like I do an oregano tincture in my water for bacterial infections.
Awesome.
It works great. So I think now that we've known the liquid soap, okay, we've talked about liquid soap, you're able to make the pods now with all stuff that is homemade. What was it again? It's the citric acid. It's the I'm trying to
washing soda. Or no.
So
no,
we had washing
baking
powder.
soda.
Baking soda, yep.
Baking soda, citric acid, and then a tablespoon of liquid soap.
Yep.
Liquid soap. Mix it, ice cube trays, and then shablat shablam.
Boom.
There we go.
That's so
Now,
cool.
I think the mom for real, she used the Blue Dawn,
Yeah.
which is why that
Has some blue
color.
specks.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There are the all natural. If you really want a colored one, I'm sure there's natural coloring that you can put in it. I don't know. I really don't care. It's going into a dishwasher to wash dishes, so
Yeah.
Right.
too worried. But
Yeah.
That's
but
awesome.
yes, isn't that exciting? I mean, I
So
just
cool.
love.
You know, I mean, you could use like orange shavings or something to go in
Yeah.
it to make colors. And orange is a wonderful cleanser. So
Yeah.
that would be something fun.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
So we've talked about we've talked about dishwasher, we've talked about laundry machine. We've touched a little bit on the liquid soap. Have any of y'all made bar soap before?
I did once briefly and it was not good, so we won't discuss it.
I have not done that. I have purchased bar soap that is
Yeah.
homemade. But no, I haven't ventured into the soap bar making world yet. But you have, Mr. Cayce, right?
I have, and it's very relaxing. When you try it, Miss Ann, it's going to be very relaxing. And you don't have to add all of the crazy scents that would set you aflame. For me, it's 3 ingredients. If I don't add anything else to it, it's coconut oil, it is the lye, and it's distilled water. And that will make you a basic coconut oil soap. I've just used coconut oil. I like how it makes my skin feel. Now I add certain things in it, exfoliants, essential oils, and that one batch that I make usually makes about 8 bars of soap.
What would you use for exfoliant? I'm curious.
I used coffee grinds. Coffee grinds is
Oh,
fantastic,
cool.
and it's really good for your skin.
It feels so good. It feels like I have one of those at the house. We were using it for a while, and it feels like you're just like sloughing off all the dead skin. It feels so
But
good.
I'll tell you, lime shavings, like the green part, not the white part, but the
Yeah.
green part of lime, if you let it dry, that is great for exfoliants. It's good for your skin. It's rejuvenating. It kind of plumps up any like bags under your eyes and that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Lavender beads I've used also as exfoliants. They're really cheap to get on Amazon. But yeah, it's really whatever you personally want to your bar soap. And again, bar soaps, you do have to plan in advance. They're not like quick like the dish detergent that we just talked about and the laundry detergent. You do let it cure for about 4 to 5 weeks, and then you can cut it open or cut it into the little bars. And then I even like to set another 4 weeks before I start using it. So right there at 2 months. And I do it over the winter when there's no canning, there's no gardening.
Yeah.
I do my soaps for the year, and I do candles for the year that we need in case of emergencies. So
Good for you.
yeah, bar soaps are fun, and it's a great little gift too.
That's fantastic.
I like it.
Fantastic. Well, it sounds like we've covered quite a number of soaps and things, right, today?
Yes.
So if you don't mind, I'll say our goodbyes today, if that's good. And
Absolutely.
we certainly do appreciate everyone for being here. Thank you so much for coming in and seeing us and hearing us on all of your podcasts. Don't forget that you can say, Alexa, play Round the Hay Bale podcast. And it's just that easy. And if you have a particular subject, I bet you might be able to say that as well to Alexa. So give these a try. Come over down the hay bale, comment on our video, and let us know what you have tried, or if possibly we have made a mistake or two in talking about our items. So thank you so much, and we appreciate you all. So bye, y'all. Bye.